Did you know that what you do in the quiet hours of the night might be silently wearing down your heart? If you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, and you find yourself feeling unusually tired in the morning, waking up with slight chest tightness, swollen feet, or even just feeling like your heart's beating off, you're not alone. Most people think heart problems come from stress or diet alone. But the truth is, your nighttime habits, the small things you do or don't do, can quietly place extra stress on your heart, especially as you age. As someone who's spoken to countless seniors about their health struggles over the years, I've seen a surprising pattern. Many of them were doing things they thought were harmless until their body told them otherwise. In this video, we're going to cover 5 specific habits that may be affecting your heart health every night. These are backed by medical observations and real stories. And by the end, I'll share gentle ways to adjust these habits, not with medications or extreme routines, but with small changes that can make a huge difference. Number 1, sleeping too late. Let's start with something nearly everyone underestimates: your sleep timing. You might think, I'm retired. I can sleep whenever I want. But here's the problem. The human heart follows a rhythm. It doesn't just beat. It lives by cycles. Research shows that people who go to bed past 11 p.m. regularly have higher chances of elevated blood pressure, irregular heartbeats, and even heart fatigue the next day. Why? Because your heart doesn't rest when you're awake. It only begins its repair work when you're in deep, uninterrupted sleep. And deep sleep doesn't just happen instantly. It takes time, and it starts earlier in the night. I remember a man named James, 73 years old, who came to me complaining that he felt breathless each morning. He wasn't overweight. He wasn't stressed. But he went to bed at 2 a.m. every night, watching old westerns on TV. After he agreed to try sleeping at 10:30 p.m. for 1 week, something changed. His energy returned. That morning, tightness in his chest, gone. He said, I didn't know sleep had timing. I thought it was just about the number of hours. Number 2, keeping the room too warm. As we get older, we feel colder. But here's what many don't realize. Sleeping in a warm room puts stress on your cardiovascular system. Your heart has to work harder to regulate body temperature. And when the room stays above 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius, studies show that older adults experience more heart rate variability, meaning your heart works inconsistently, sometimes faster, sometimes weaker, and you feel less rested. There was a woman named Martha, 78, who always kept a space heater running by her feet all night. She often woke up with palpitations. Once she lowered the room temperature to 67 degrees Fahrenheit and used layered blankets instead, her symptoms improved in just days. Your heart wants to rest. Give it a cool, calm environment to do so. Number 3, snacking before bed. That late night snack might seem comforting. A bowl of cereal, some cookies, a bit of bread. But for aging hearts, digesting food late at night diverts blood flow away from your core and increases your nighttime heart workload. One gentleman I met, Mr. Khan, 69 years old, loved eating mango slices and crackers before sleep. But he always woke up sweaty, slightly bloated, and anxious. When we moved his last meal to 3 hours before bedtime and replaced late snacks with warm chamomile tea, his morning symptoms disappeared. Late digestion equals poor heart rest. Your heart deserves a break at night too. Number 4. Sleeping flat on your back. For many older men and women, sleeping flat on your back can actually cause fluid to pool around the lungs and heart, especially if there's any heart weakness or early signs of heart failure. You may not feel pain, but that slight difficulty in breathing when you lie down flat, that's your heart telling you something. Doctors often recommend sleeping on your left side or slightly elevated with a wedge pillow. It improves circulation, reduces pressure, and makes breathing easier. There was a 75-year-old retired teacher named Helen who had been sleeping flat for years. She thought her morning dizziness was just part of aging. After elevating her upper body by just 6 inches, her dizziness and breathlessness improved dramatically. Number 5. Ignoring emotional tension. Here's something rarely talked about. Emotional habits at night. Worrying in silence. Replaying arguments. Thinking about regrets. These hidden emotional stressors trigger your nervous system and keep your heart on edge. Many older adults lie in bed smiling on the outside, but inside, their mind is racing. And guess who carries the weight? The heart. If your heart rate doesn't drop during the night, if your cortisol stays high, your heart never gets the peace it needs. One man I spoke with, David, 81, kept thinking about a mistake he made 30 years ago. I encouraged him to write it down in a night journal and leave it on the page. He did, and within weeks, his resting heart rate dropped by 10 beats per minute. Let go, not for your past, but for your heart. Final thoughts. We often blame age for how we feel. But what if it's not just age? What if it's habit? Today we looked at 5 nighttime behaviors. Sleeping too late, keeping the room too warm, snacking late, sleeping flat, holding on to tension. None of these seem extreme. But for your heart, especially after 60, they quietly add up. The good news? You don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines. Your body is waiting for a break, a chance to heal, rest, and reset. Just give it that chance. Which of these habits do you think you've been doing without realizing? Which one will you try changing tonight? Let us know in the comments. And if this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Your heart deserves peace. Let's start tonight.